Finland is known as a Nordic country, which is famous for its beautiful Lapland, the Northern Lights, ice hockey, and for being the home of Santa Claus. But what if I told you that Finland could offer a glorious summer resort with wild infinite coastlines and sandy shores? Excited? I'll show you now. But first, let me start the story from the beginning. This summer, like many other countries in the Northern Hemisphere, Finland has also been hit by record-breaking heat waves. Last month, it was the warmest June in Finnish meteorological history. In Helsinki, the temperature was over 30 degrees Celsius. I was just melting. So, trying to get away from the heat, we headed in searching places to swim and cool that heat down. And though Helsinki has no lack of spaces where you can cool off, we wanted to explore Finland outside the capital area. So we packed our stuff into the car and drove to the west. Our goal was the town of Hanko, located about 80 miles away from Helsinki. But driving the Finnish roads with such marvelous landscapes, it's a pleasure. So the road passed by, and in just an hour and a half we were in Hanko, tasting lunch on the coastline. This lunch was extra special. To make you get better the essence of this moment, I have to tell you more about this place. So, we are sitting now in the southernmost point of mainland Finland, and Hanko itself is the southernmost town of the country. So this lunch on the edge of Finland was extremely tasty and memorable. The place is a good viewpoint on the sea coast of Hanko. The town has a coastline of about 80 miles, where 20 miles are sandy shores. Can you imagine it? 20 miles of sandy coastline. We were deeply excited, and we went in searching for a place to stop and swim. We chose this course because it seemed to us more or less attractive and arranged. We noticed locker rooms and it was more crowded, so we headed there. But in reality, it was not what we expected. Doesn't look that attractive, right? The whole shore there was covered by sea plants. And the funniest thing was that we were bitten by ants. The sand was full of them. But it was not so bad. We found wild peas on the coast. Well, that's not what we came here for. So we decided to move on. And finally, after 20 minutes of walking along deserted trails, we found a perfect place for us. There were no ants in the sand, no water plants in the sea. It was time to dive in. If you are imagining the Baltic Sea as cold, unfriendly, and not a good place for swimming at all, you are partly right. But it's not about the coast of Hanko. The seabed is shallow and flat here, and because of the sunny weather in summer, the water is warm and comfortable. Also, I want to know the beauty of wild nature in this place. If you look at it from above, at the horizon, you'll see miles of forests on one side and sea melting into the sky on another. And to be honest, while sitting somewhere on the edge of Finland between forest and sea, it felt like time stopped. I wanted to stay here till the end of the day. But there are many other good places in Hanko, so we headed to see them. In total, there are about 11,000 inhabitants in Hanko. The town has a special chill-out feeling of a summer resort. The streets look quite neat and tidy. Personally, I am a big fan of old wooden architecture, and Hanko, as an old Finnish town, has a lot of it. In addition to this, there is plenty of greenery and flowers everywhere on the streets. And all of that makes the small town especially cozy and beautiful. The main attraction in Hanko is an old water tower, which is also a lighthouse. It rises more than 200 feet above sea level. At the peak of the tower there is an observation deck, and the views from there are just breathtaking. See for yourself. Hanko is a wonderful town that definitely won my heart. This is a place I want to come back many times.